How does one become a knight? What does it really mean to become a knight? Do you get a sword and a squire to boss around? Inquiring minds want to know, so we did a bit of research. Here are the answers to some of your most pressing knighthood-related questions. Since 1917, the British government has been awarding notable citizens with spots in the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, which just recently welcomed Beadle Ringo Starr into its ranks. Although the order, which was established by King George V, was originally meant to honor top-notch civilian and military behavior in wartime, it quickly expanded to include peacetime achievements as well. Congratulations, Sir Ringo Starr. Today at Buckingham Palace, the Beatles drummer was honored by the Duke of Cambridge for his services to music. The order has 5 separate ranks: Knight and Dame Grand Cross, Knight and Dame Commander, Commander, Officer and Member. Achieving one of the first 2 ranks earns a person a slot in the knighthood, which means they can add Sir or Dame to their names, like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle or Dame Judi Dench. All members of the Order of the British Empire can add the initials of their rank to the end of their names though, which is why you sometimes read about celebrities with ranks following their names, like Roger Daltrey CBE. Sort of. Notable non-Brits are only eligible for honorary knighthood, meaning they aren't allowed to add Sir or Dame to their names. They do, however, get to append the suffix KBE to their monikers if they so desire. Bono, Bill Gates, Steven Spielberg, and Michael Bloomberg are all technically KBEs. If any of them later become citizens of the realm, the honor is usually made substantive and they are bumped up into real knighthood. In 2005, Irish-born BBC personality Terry Wogan received an honorary knighthood, and when he became a British citizen later that year, he could start making people call him Sir Terry Wogan. Technically, the reigning monarch is the sovereign of the order and is in charge of making all appointments. On a more practical level, though, the monarch receives counsel and recommendations from the Secretary of State for Defense and the Secretary of State for Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs. Membership in the Order of the British Empire is available for all sorts of reasons, from superlative civil or military service to artistic achievement to charity work. While lots of notable figures are offered the honor of joining the Order of the British Empire, only a few heavy hitters get to become Knights and Dames Commander. Simply put, these higher honors go to the bigger names. For example, current Dames Commander include Judi Dench, Jane Goodall, and Helen Mirren. Generally, it's a good idea to make a pretty substantial service and cultural contribution to the British realm. A few members of the Order of the British Empire aren't technically knights within the organization's hierarchy, but they're allowed to call themselves Sir. These guys have been knighted by the monarchy, but not as part of an order of chivalry like the Order of the British Empire. They can call themselves Sir, but don't have any additional letters added to their names. Elton John, Paul McCartney, and some other famous sirs have this type of knighthood. Nope. In fact, a number of people have turned down the honor due to uneasiness with its militaristic or imperialist overtones. According to an AP story, approximately 2% of the 3,000 or so people offered spots in the order each year declined them. David Bowie supposedly twice declined offers to join, including an offer of knighthood in 2003, because he felt the whole business was a waste of time. John Cleese rejected a CBE and said he felt much more honored when a Swiss zoologist named a lemur after him in 2005. Vanessa Redgrave became a commander of the British Empire in 1967, but she turned down an offer of damehood in 1999. When asked about the decision to just say no in 2002, Redgrave told The Independent, "My difficulty is in receiving anything that says British Empire, because I am a UNICEF special representative at the service of children from any country. If there were no mention of the British Empire, I would be as honored as anybody. If I were asked to be a baroness, for example, I would see that in a different light." Keith Richards turned down a spot as commander of the British Empire and viciously mocked bandmate Mick Jagger for taking a knighthood, which he called a, well, paltry honor. Generally, when a person declines an honor, they don't crow to the media about it. Rather, they discreetly tell the tale after some time has passed. You don't get to joust or wear armor, but you do pick up a few unusual garments. Knights and Dames Grand Cross get to wear special gear to formal events like coronations. This getup includes a pink with gray edges satin mantle and a collar of 6 gold medallions. All members of the order are allowed to wear the group's badge. The badge is basically a cross hanging from a pink ribbon with gray edges, although various ranks wear their badges in unique ways. Members and officers simply wear their badges, like military medals, pinned to their chests, while higher-ups wear theirs on sashes or around their necks. Other benefits include getting a spot in the British Order of Precedence, the arcane system that develops the hierarchy of ceremonial importance for things like state dinners. Furthermore, knights win their wives the right to be called lady, and Knights and Dames Grand Cross can modify their coats of arms to reflect the honor.